I'm executed. Hi everyone! Welcome to my channel. My name is Yeonmi Park and I'm a North Korean de facto human rights activist. So guys, today in this video, I am going to talk about top 6 things that you cannot do in North Korea. I also personally hope by us learning about the things that North Korean people are now allowed to do, that we can maybe appreciate our freedom a bit more. So number 1 is no disrespecting leaders. Guys, I brought this portrait of Kim Jong-un. And if I did this in North Korea right now, if I did this, guys, oh my gosh, I'm executed. So North Korea was founded by Kim Il-sung, and his grandson Kim Jong-un is still ruling the country for the last almost 80 years. And this, what I just did, is the biggest crime that you can commit in North Korea. If anybody dare to disrespect the leader, not only that person get killed, 3 to 8 generations of that family get completely sent to concentration camp and eliminated. That's what Kim Il-sung said. Eliminate the seed of opposition. So in North Korea, there are many stories. Every household, school buildings, even subways and trains have to have the portraits of Kims. And in the house, out of nowhere, random middle of night, there are police officers in the person with the we call like people's unit. They come knock on the door, and then they just come in, and then they touch the portrait of the Kims, and if they see any dust, that family go to political prison camp and be also executed for lack of royalty, lack of respect. Every day in our North Korean portraits at our home, we have this like beautiful cloth that was made in the red color that we have to very carefully, with all our respect, have to clean that portrait. So when those police comes and we don't get caught. And another story is that in North Korea, if your house caught on fire, what do? You don't take your children or your parents out of the house first. You have to keep the portrait safe. Therefore, your family doesn't get executed. And that's how seriously the North Korean respecting to their leader is taken seriously. Number 2, religion is not allowed. Especially the religion that is coming from the West is like the Christianity. North Korea, before the Kim Il-sung took over, it was known to have over 2 million Christians in the population of 20 million people. So at least 10% of the population was Christians. It was the biggest booming town in North Korea. And now there are around 50 to 70,000 North Koreans who are underground Christians are in the concentration camps and being persecuted. And they are approximately thinking that 500,000 North Koreans are practicing Christianity under the ground. And if you own a Bible or read a Bible, or if you pray to God, not to your leader, you all get executed. North Korea is the number 1 country that persecutes Christians, not unlike any other country in this world. And that's why the people in North Korea do not have a freedom to choose their religion. Only thing they are allowed to worship is these dictators. Number 3, no vacations. I meet a lot of the tourists, the Western tourists who's been to North Korea for their vacation and tell me how they've been to Wonsan, the DMZ and Pyongyang and all these places, and keep telling me about how they saw North Korea. And as much I tell them like it's morally wrong that you go to North Korea, because people in that country are captured by this dictator. And then you go there as a free person with your passport, and your intention is maybe showing North Koreans how cool the Westerners are. But in a way, you're mocking them, like, look at me, I'm free, but you're not free. So I have a freedom to come and see you, you're being oppressed and starved. I don't. But I'm sure most of them go there do not have the intentions, but they do also brag how they've been everywhere when they're in North Korea with their tour guides. For North Koreans, guys, we do not have a freedom of movement. So if North Koreans are allowed to leave the country, the regime knows nobody will come back. They are all gonna leave and never gonna come back. So first of all, they banned the international traveling. Not only that, they also banned the domestic traveling. And now with this pandemic lockdown, I'm sure you can relate a little bit to North Koreans, where people have no freedom to travel anywhere in their country. So I never heard of this thing like, oh, where do you go for this summer vacation? Nobody uses the word in North Korea vacation. It's not a concept for North Koreans to go to places. Number 4, hairstyles. I think this aspect of North Korea made a lot of news in the West, where they say North Korean man was only forced to have Kim Jong-un's hairstyle, and it is true. North Korea does regulate the fashion, the clothing and makeup and jewelry and even hairstyle. They do give 15 options to men. It sounds like a lot of options, right? But actually not. They are all within the 2-inch length of hair. And there are just slightly variations, but basically they look all the same. And they just give you a fake option saying 15 options. It's not like you can have a long hair, short hair like that. They make sure that no matter what, your hair cannot be longer than 2-inch. And for women, that's the same thing. They give 15 options to women, but all the same within same length and same style, just slight different variation. So in North Korea, the regime makes sure that everybody lose their individuality, right? The fashion, your hairstyle, your makeup, your accessories, that's how people a lot of times express who they are, what they feel like that day, how they feel about their body or like their style. But regime completely eliminate that platform or a channel for people to express their individuality, and that is why you do not have a choice to have a hairstyle of your own in North Korea. Number 5, no real estate. I mean, this is a funny thing. So in North Korea, right, this is a socialist system. They have this thing called 주체 ideology, self-reliance, that kind of ideology. So basically, Kim Il-sung copied Marxism, and then he created his own socialism that North Korea interpreted from Marxism. And which means initially Marxism was let's work all hard, and then there are oppressors, which was the capitalists, landowners, let's get rid of them, and among the oppressed people we all divide equally and everybody equal level of wealth and equal of outcomes. Nobody is richer or poorer than anybody. Let's all be the same. But Kim Il-sung took it to the different level. Okay, yes, we are gonna get rid of the oppressors, which are landowners and capitalists, and give us your liberty, but we are not gonna give you anything. It's being self-reliant. We are gonna ban you to trade. We're gonna ban you to own any private property. No private enterprise is allowed. No trading is allowed. You are not allowed to move. You are not allowed to do anything. But you have to be on your own. Why you have to commit to your life for this revolution of Socialist Party in North Korea? So that is a deal. The regime said, we are going to take care of you no matter what, but now they say be self-reliant. And because of that, people are not allowed to own anything, including real estate. So when I came to America, people say that American dream is owning a home. And then of course people say how they're oppressed. It doesn't make sense to me. When you can own a home, when you can own your own private property. In North Korea, no matter how hard you work, you cannot own anything. The state gonna own everything. So basically when people switch houses, we just say sell it, but it's not really ownership of the house. We trade by verbally saying, I'm gonna give you a right to live in this house for this amount of time, and the house is owned by the state. And that's why the regime can come anytime to kick out people. And that's how zero rights the North Korean people have. Number 6, there is no internet in North Korea. I'm sure a lot of you have heard about this, but I would definitely want to emphasize on how the information blockage affecting North Korean people's, understanding of the rest of the world. I still remember in North Korea, I never seen the map of the world. I never even knew that I was Asian. Like they told me that I was Kim Il-sung race. That North Korean calendar begins when Kim Il-sung was born. I had no clue what the world looked like because there's no internet. And the regime told me that Americans are cold-blooded monsters like snakes. If I had the internet, I could look up Americans, right, on the picture, but I didn't have any. So only thing that I could rely on about learning about America was looking at school posters where they are drawing these monstrous looking monsters of Americans in the school. So therefore, people in North Korea have no clue what life in freedom looks like, what even the word free exists. And this is how the regime controls people, and they are in a knowledge of the world, and that's how they brainwash people. I really hope that this video helped you understand what is happening in that country, and it also helped you to really appreciate your freedom, that the fact that you have internet, the fact that if you work hard you can own a house, the fact that you can criticize your president and you're not gonna go to executed or be sent to concentration camp for that. We do have so much. We have so much freedom in this world. So thank you guys for working with me and supporting me to keep spreading the words. Please join my Patreon and Locker so I can keep creating these contents. And I love you so much, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Love you guys.